Hello everyone. Before I begin the context, let me share you a very disturbing news. In 2017, a woman was rushed to a hospital in Jagdalpur with brutal catastrophic internal injuries which ultimately led to her death. Before she passed away, she testified before the authorities that her husband had forced himself upon her, causing rectal perforations and peritonitis that ultimately led to her death, and the hospital administration also confirmed the same. For this, the trial court sentenced this man to 10 years of rigorous imprisonment for rape, unnatural sex, and culpable homicide not amounting to murder. But do you know what was the more shocking part? In 2025, when the appeal went to the Chhattisgarh High Court, the High Court acquitted the man from all three cases and demanded his immediate release. This was the ruling of the very disturbing Gorakhnath Sharma case. The High Court cited Exception 2 of Section 375 of IPC. It protects a husband from being charged with rape for sexual acts with his wife, provided the wife is more than 15 years of age. So, even forced unnatural sex in a marriage without the consent of the wife is not considered as a criminal offense. Even in the recent Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, Exception 2 of Section 63 goes in the same line. I found this law very much disturbing. It essentially implies that women's consent after marriage is irrelevant. When I researched about this topic, I found that there is no official statistics about marital rape cases. Instead, they are classified under cruelty or addressed through civil remedies under Domestic Violence Act, which is way less stringent. The main challenge is that 99% of the marital sexual violence cases go unreported because of the social stigma and the lack of proper laws governing this matter. When we look into the data from the National Family Health Survey, we can understand the gravity of this issue. According to NFHS number 5, 1 in 3 women, that is approximately 32% of women aged between 18 to 49 years, have experienced some form of spousal violence from their partners, out of which more than 55% of these cases resulted in significant injuries, including deep wounds and broken bones. Just imagine the situation. But even after all this, in our country, we don't have a law against marital rape. As of 2025, 150 countries have passed laws against marital rape and India is not one of them. Do you want to know about the reasons of why it has not happened yet? The union governments have argued in the court affidavits that bringing a law against marital rape can disrupt or break down the sanctity of this institution of marriage. Now, let me ask you this. What sanctity does a marriage has when the husband can't even value the consent of his wife? What sacredness does a marriage has when the husband is forcefully inducing sex upon his other partner? What justification can you provide for a marriage when one partner is not even respecting the basic fundamental rights of the other? Now, the second excuse provided by many who is against illegalizing marital rape is that it has the potential of being misused. Now let me tell you, every law have loopholes and has the potential of being misused. Just because a law has the potential of being misused, you can't deny justice to a larger section of society. It directly violates doctrine of proportionality and intelligible differentia mentioned under Article 14, and it also violates Article 21, which talks about right to life with dignity. If you want to really know about the horrors of this marital rape, then I'd suggest you to watch a recent series titled Chiraya, which shows how a marriage certificate can effectively act as a shield for extreme violence. In conclusion, what I would like to say is that marriage is not a license to rape. Just because a woman gets married doesn't mean she becomes a sex slave or that the value of her consent suddenly vanishes. I mean, we need to ensure a transition from this patriarchal orthodox mindset to a more modern day legal rights approach, wherein by illegalizing marital rape, we need to ensure justice for all, which includes justice within home. Greater awareness must be spread to openly discuss about these issues, and people need to value consent. A no means a no, even before marriage or after marriage. I hope society would soon realize the magnitude of this problem. So that's it about this topic. I really wanted to talk on this issue because recently I watched this series Chiraya and was deeply disturbed. Like, even now, the society, the larger society, considers marital rape as something normal, as something common. It is like after marriage, a husband gets right over a woman's body, which is not the case. Like the bodily autonomy of a woman, not only a woman, a person should be respected in any case, even before marriage or after marriage. So I hope you understand the crux of this topic, and next time if some issues like this pops up, raise your voice against it. Raise your voice for the women who have suffered because of this. Raise your voice against these patriarchal norms and raise your voice and use your rational brain to analyze each and every circumstance. Thank you.